Should you take me from this darkness left inside? Left inside. Left inside. Hiding right in plain sight with that pathetic eyes. Run into addiction, the darkness kept inside. So empty, pretending under the falling sky. Keep saying, rearranging to hold the mirror mind. You lose nothing with no lie. What it can doesn't thrill you. Could you make this living satisfied? To become new, to replace you. Should you take me from this darkness left inside? Left inside. Daydreamer, high fever, the nightmares come to life. That takes you, makes you satisfy every fight. Go away, far away, create some guiding light. Deny these bitter feelings, coping process, final flight. You lose nothing with no lie. What it can doesn't thrill you. Could you make this living satisfied? To become new, to replace you. Should you take me from this darkness left inside? Doesn't thrill you. Could you make this living satisfied? To become new, to replace you. Should you take me from this darkness left inside? Throw it all away. Throw it all away. Throw it all away. Throw it all away. Would it kill you? Doesn't thrill you?
Alright guys, and welcome to another live stream. We are going to be doing some more American Truck Simulator, picking up where we left off. So let's go ahead and get this started. I think I had it roughly there last time around. Alright. So we're going to pick up right where we left off. I've got some other profiles there that have the mods, so I can't really get into those currently. I should try to see if I can connect. Not with that stuff though. Maybe next time around I'll have it connected. Alright, good point. Keep the shiny side up, greasy side down. That's the way to do it. Alright, so we are at almost $24,000, making decent money for not having our own trucks or anything. Progress, we've done 5 loads now. That last one brought in over 800 experience points. It also took us, I think, like 40 minutes in real lifetime, 40-45 minutes to get that truck less than 200 miles, so it took us a while. Definitely should have had a better truck for that one, but this was a rented truck and we made it work. What do we have this time? We've got a 33,000 pound transport helicopter. Check my volumes here. Might as well be able to hear it. So we've got that transport helicopter that's 33,000. Massive tech parts, it's almost 100,000. Huge construction, which is 121,000 pounds. Portland to Newport, Pendleton to Burns. We did the Pendleton to Burns run already. We could do this one, but let's take a look at what our other options are. Salem to Pendleton. So that would be here to here. Probably not new areas. But both of those are Salem to Pendleton. The Dalles to Newport. Not an awful distance. And that would be Cheese. Got a very short distance one here, 20 miles. Maybe we'll do that just as a warm-up as we're waiting for people to come in. Alright, let me just change this real quick while that's loading. There we go. Alright, so this will just be a quick run. Just take it across the street pretty much. We don't need to do that one. There we go. Oh, wow. You're going to take 3 trailers, a total of 20 miles. Some logic missing there, but hey, we'll take it. Alright, we are on the road. Take it out wide here, wrap it around. Watching that right side mirror, it's looking good. And left side mirror is good. Leave the details of our job up there. Had the stream paused. Well, that will definitely delay it out. Welcome back. Definitely agree with your statement there. Shiny side up, greasy side down. Always a good plan. So we're doing a short run just to kind of get warmed up and get back into it. It is a triple trailer. Oh, I'm going to take that mailbox. Pretty sure. Oh, yep. Clipped it. Anyways, short 20-mile run. It's only worth about 1,000, but it'll be faster than doing a super long one. So I figured I'd give it a shot. Here's our truck. Bringing some frozen vegetables to town. Where are we going? It is a right turn. Whoa! Okay. Getting onto the highway here. There we go. Let's go ahead and turn our lights on just for a little extra safety since we're taking up space. Hopefully you guys are having a good day, and hopefully the stream's running smooth. I did lower the latency, so it should have less of a delay. Let me know if that seems to be happening. And hopefully it runs smoothly. If it does cause a problem, then dropping that down won't be worth it in the long run. Coasting down the hill here, right at the speed limit. It's a little over now. You're thinking about streaming some European truck sim with GeForce experience and an overlay and everything, but decided not to. Whoa, going too fast. Yeah, I'd say go for it if you feel up to doing it. I'd watch. I'm sure we've got other people in Discord that would also be happy to join in. It's a big truck to be taken through a little town like this. Just dodge the UPS truck there. feel like I'm right on the window here. I don't know if my FOV is not quite what I expected it to be. So with this being a triple trailer, it will not let me park it in the difficult mode. But we'll pull in with what we've got. We'll see where it wants us. Probably over there, is my guess. Okay. Wait, is it? Oh, yep. Right. How? Take a look from the outside here. That's not gonna be easy, but okay. I get one shot at this. Get really close to some boxes over here. See if we can get that last trailer in line here. Not quite. Well, there's no way I'm gonna easily get this to work, so... Oh, stop moving. Well, I don't think I'm gonna get this one. There's no way I'm getting back out of this. Move that over. How did I get my overlay? I've actually got mine from Streamlabs OBS. I've made some in the past, but they weren't very professional looking. But this one was from OBS. Oh, gotcha, that makes sense. Yeah, I've never had anything professionally made. Oh, man. I've never taken an auto parking offer before, and I don't want to start now. But yeah, I've never had to pay any money for mine. It's always an offer, but I've always chosen not to. Can't believe that this truck made that sharp of a corner. It's getting that last trailer in line. Okay, we'll try this one more time. It's gonna be a really tight one. I don't know if I'll get it around tight enough. See, but I don't think that back trailer is gonna get in line before we have to stop. Well, maybe. There we go. It did work. 3 tries. I also wanted something that I could call my own, and it's always good to have when you own the copyrights to something. Yeah, that's definitely true. Okay, that was just a quick run. Made a little money on it. With the looping around, it would have been faster to go another way, but it's alright. We still have those. Portland to Eugene. It's not a bad run. Ventilation shaft. Or a crawler tractor from Salem to Pendleton. Yeah, I don't really want to do that run. Dallas to Newport. Is there anything down here? I'd like to do like either Newport to Eugene or Eugene to Bend or something like that. Oh, there's a Portland to Coos Bay. The Dallas to Newport. That's from here. Nope, that's going to go over most of the places we've been to. Yeah, that's not too bad of a price. Alright, I think we're going to do Portland to Eugene. It's a nice looking truck. Not too awful a distance. 175 miles. We've had worse. Yeah, you can definitely tell with mine that it was not professionally done. I took something, modified it, and actually I wanted to see if I can quickly bring... Oh, that's down on the bottom, okay. Bring up one of my things here, which is missing. That. Just making a couple changes here on the screen. Okay, well, that should do for now. Other than the fact that latest donation is in black, that's not ideal, but it'll have to work for now. Alright. Which button is it? Oh, that one right there. Light adjustment. There's all kinds of things here. Seat adjustment. Actually, that was one thing I did want to change. That's good. There's field of view. Alright, that should help a little bit. Take a quick look. Okay, that's the wrong screen. Alright, well, let's get back on the road and get this load taken care of. Another triple trailer. Finding a lot of those today. Not today, but since we've been doing this. It's a nice looking truck. Get a good look at the sleeper cab there. In a different color, I would be more than happy to have this truck as my truck in the game. Okay, looks good there. Check something here real quick. Okay, nothing has changed there. Alright. Wipers work. Unnecessarily, but at least they work. Testing all the equipment. Jumping the curb a little bit. Well, hopefully you're having a good day. It is Friday night finally. Means the weekend can begin. I'm all ready for that. Let's drift over here. The Kenworth dealership right there. Always nice to have kind of a casual stream late at night. At least Portland. Where's that fire truck going? Huh. It's a little tricky running this without the little GPS overlay. Hey Holden, welcome back to welcome to another stream. Great to have you here on your phone, so you won't be here long. Any amount of time is good. I'm glad to have you here. Figured we'd get a second stream in 2 nights. That's not too bad. I had a friend who was wanting to play some Division 2, but we didn't end up linking up for tonight, so this seemed like an excellent option. Here's the truck. We're running some ventilation equipment. See, now that looks like a department that I did a vehicle skin for, but that doesn't exist up here. That's not a Portland, Oregon police car. Very strange. They might have picked up a Portland, Maine car or something. Oh, clear that pole. Jumped the curb, but we cleared it. Is it? Oh, it's International is the name of the truck company. I've seen their trucks around in real life, but I haven't seen them in the game before. It's a nice one. I should probably keep it on the road. Wouldn't surprise you if it was wrong. Yeah, it's definitely not a Portland patrol car, not a not an Oregon State Police or any kind of county. It looks almost like one down in California that I did recently, but it has some extra striping to it. Alright, we need to move over. We're heading straight through Portland, heading south down to Eugene. Yeah, the tricky part about not running with that overlay is like it doesn't give me my updated speed except for what's on the speedometer. Yeah, check my controls real quick. I know there's a cruise control. Just need to be able to hit the right button for that. Audio, gameplay, keys. So let me just check one thing. Oh, it's over here. There we go. So hopefully that's not cutting out the audio anymore. If it was dipping down the audio or cutting it out, that should be fixed. Controls. Cruise control is C. Well, that's pretty straightforward. set these. Well, Holden, hopefully you're having a great weekend. I know you're partway through Saturday now. Saturday? I believe it's Saturday. If not already Sunday, now that it's almost midnight here. Yeah, to get this area with this little amount of traffic, you pretty much have to catch it during the peak of this virus. Probably how it looks right now. Well, hopefully you're having a great weekend, and hopefully things aren't too crazy going on down there. Slept in. Hey, that's the way to do it. That's the way to fully enjoy your weekend. A way of doing it anyways. Passing a charger here. Nice shade of red. This is that same bridge that seemed backwards coming one way. It's the same going this direction. The right lane, which is closed. That's not good. I mean, I can loop back around. So with closing it off right there, means we have to go either all the way around this way, or all the way around this way. Was not anticipating. That didn't do what I was looking for. Here we go. Yeah, and that's what it recommends, is to loop around, come through Astoria, past Newport, and Eugene. So this is going to be a lot longer drive. That went from being 175 miles to 330. Oh, do they get rid of things when you keep going? I guess I've never tried that theory. Only negative thing is... Oh, that's a problem. That is a problem for everybody right now. We didn't go crazy with it. We didn't even go to the store for the first couple of weeks, and then we went to get a few things. Whoa. I think we'll just make a trip out to the coast. So if we already have to go that direction, it'll save us some time by not making another loop and then coming back and doing 400 miles. I may not even have enough gas for that, I don't know. Oops, we were in the wrong lane. A lot of chargers out here. So that in blue is pretty much what mine looks like. Right. Well, I definitely wasn't planning on doing a long trip so quickly, so early. Well, get to see part of northwest Portland. Which is mostly industrial. I guess it's really just North Portland, it's not really Northwest. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree that detours need more details. And it'd be really nice to have more of the roads available, because I passed semis every day on roads that don't exist on this. Highway 26 is a major highway. It goes right through Portland and out to the coast and out east towards Mount Hood. They don't render that into this game at all, which is kind of too bad. Whoa. Drifting. Yeah, something that tells you, hey, there's a road closure up ahead would be nice, and having the ability to have alternate routes would also be really important. Slow it down. Cruise control's getting a little excited here. Alright, so we are continuing straight past the exit for Longview and Seattle, because those are obviously Washington. Chat on a phone is a completely different challenge. I find myself making a lot of mistakes on that. Usually typos. Or autocorrect. That'll get you every time. Okay, so we're going to be merging in. Must be getting close to Astoria itself. One nice thing about the drives in the areas like this is you do get a lot of trees. I almost kind of want to take that left, loop through, and come out here. Maybe next time we come through. I'll probably forget to do it next time, but that's alright. We get to see the downtown part of Astoria. It's a small town along the coastline that's also along the Columbia River, which separates Oregon and Washington. So, in fact, that ship right there, that boat, is actually there. It's a maritime museum, is what that's associated with. In fact, there's the building for it. So that's some impressive detail to include. Yeah, Columbia River Maritime Museum. I wonder if they have the Astoria Tower. Should be somewhere up there, up on a hill. There it is. I think. That could have been a radio tower now that I saw it again. Alright, downtown in a small town of the Oregon coast. Seems like a great place for a truck. That's just a radio tower. So I would be shocked if that bridge right there is not part of the Washington DLC pack. It's a very lengthy bridge that crosses that river. Well, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who would say, I don't really care. Nowhere close, doesn't matter to me. It's kind of fun to point out areas. It's like a virtual tour of the city. I can't vouch for any of the little businesses down here, but there are some pretty neat little restaurants along the piers. Huh. Who knows, maybe by the end of this... Yummy. Okay, now that is supposed to be a Burger King, I think. At least it used to be. Okay, don't really want to follow that truck all the way through town. I'm glad to provide a little helpful advice, or a helpful guide tour. Yep, there we go. Words. They're amazing things. Okay, so we got some roundabouts coming up. In fact, we're probably going to want back over. Sorry, truck. Whoa! It does look like a Caprice. I suspect they named it something different to avoid copyright, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that was. I feel like I need to get into like a free camera and search for that thing. It should be right at the top of that hill. Or Astoria Column, I think is what they call it. And then there's Fred Meyer's and Costco, and actually Costco moved. Big shopping center just off the bridge here on the right side normally, so apparently that's not there. And an airport on the left side, somewhere over there. I guess they just kind of cut that part out and sent you further down the coast. Walmart? I'm pretty sure there is not a Walmart up here. Good try. Didn't expect to see a Caprice. Maybe a G8. I'm a little surprised they put that in. I mean, they definitely overused the Mustangs and Chargers, and that's from a fan of both of those. And there goes a Charger right there. But despite that, you don't see a super wide variety. Time to replace PC fans? Is it starting to get a little jittery? Or is it your fans? Alright, heading down the Oregon coast here on 101. This is such a windy and what's the word I'm looking for? It's not a very efficient road to take. There's a lot of small towns and slow speeds. Bad sounds, and one just stopped. Okay, so it's your fans. Makes me feel a little better, although that sucks to have happen. Yeah, if you're having to start it with a bobby pin, that's a bad sign. It's like, I don't hear anything on my end, but I have headphones on. In fact, it won't show up on the map, but I used to live pretty much in this area here a long time ago, but pretty much directly west of Portland. Yeah, probably more like right in here. Not a bad area. Oh, oh, no! No, that was bad. I caught it for the most part, but... Okay, we're gonna try this again. Traffic mods are great, hardly noticeable if done right. Yeah, so I can see that. It's about time that ones... What? The ones that came with the fan? You got it when you were 12? Okay. Yeah, I mean, my computer's not exactly new. It's got parts from... I bought it with some used parts 4 years ago? 5 years ago, somewhere in there. And it's a pretty good system for what it is. I've definitely got plenty of use out of it myself. Arch Cape Tunnel. Yeah, so I'm not quite to where I lived before. Can you guys hear the engine noises okay? Hopefully the music isn't drowning it out. Okay, pretty fast speeds for this stretch of road, but making it work. Four years non-stop. That's fair. Very light tunnel. Yeah, they're not usually... It's not that bright in there, and usually it's quite a bit busier. Gotta love the game. Okay, gotta slow it down a bit. I'm glad sound's coming through pretty well balanced. Cruising along here behind a log truck. I wouldn't mind doing a log truck run. I think that'd be kind of fun. Preferably before I get my own truck that isn't all upgraded, because I don't want to be dragging behind because I can't get it up over a hill. I've seen this viewpoint that it's based on. This is kind of Neoconi mountain area. The mountain is missing, but otherwise, kind of where we are. Well-lit tunnel. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, they may have missed on some of the detail on that. Then again, we'll jump into the menus here. This is also running with the game filter. Watch the difference here. Just kind of sharpens it up a bit, makes it look a little better. Thank you, Israel, for letting me know about that, because otherwise I never would have known and wouldn't have realized how much of a difference that can make. And the fact that it isn't a mod means that it doesn't slow down performance, which is fantastic. Yeah, the game filters for NVIDIA. It just makes the game look so much better. I'm gonna push your Caprice out of the way. If I could manipulate the filters while driving, I would, but that's not gonna work. welcome to Pacific City. So we've already gone past everything I used to see on a daily basis. It's funny they would choose Pacific City because that's a pretty small town. Take a look from the outside again. Might as well enjoy the Oregon coast while we're here. Back in the truck to keep it on the road. Goes back to don't notice it when it's running, but sure notice it without it. Yeah. Same with Red Dead. If you play the game, you think it looks fine, looks good. You turn on the filters and play it for a while and think it looks even better, but it looks good. But then you try to go back and it's all grayed and washed out. And not ideal. The WRX look like. I'm gonna be that jerk. Take a triple trailer and stay in the right lane or left lane. Nope, getting outrun. Cool. Whoa, okay, moving over. Alright, we're in Newport now. I don't think I've seen a Mustang yet this drive. It's kind of unusual. That might have been one right there. Cannot read the... Oh, there's a digital gauge right there. So I'd have to move my field of vision around to make this work better. Wonder if they have police caprice or just retired civ cars. So far, this is the only one I've seen, and it doesn't appear to be law enforcement, so I would guess they probably don't have police cars in that format, but they might. Or that make and model. And here we sit. There we go. So this will take us up through the hills. It'll really test this truck to see how it does with 3 trailers going over the pass. I stuck with them as long as I could. This will be... I hope that it won't slow us down too much. The last time I did a heavy hauler load from Portland to Newport, it came over this hill and we were doing like 10 miles an hour. Pretty awful. Slow speeds. Learned my lesson there. With some tighter roads though, and that's accurate. That's how it is out there. The nice thing is there shouldn't be any way stations along this way. Few different industries out here that we'll probably pick up from at some point. I remember before and this was probably a couple of years ago, but when I was doing the Witcher streams, I would get quite a bit of activity from across the sea, and it was when I was doing the late night streams. This one doesn't seem to catch people's attention as much, but that's alright. You guys are enjoying it, I'm enjoying it. That's ultimately what matters. Is that a police car? Nope. Probably just some random hikers. I'd like to play this one straight through. Every time I play this profile, be on a stream, so that every decision that we make is also on stream, and also always something we could look back on, see what happened, and kind of follow the career all the way through. I think that could be really interesting. I know others, like Squirrel is a big name guy that does big name channel that does American Truck Sim, and he did the similar setup to that. I think he said he was going to go to 40 or 50. Which works if you can really keep that momentum and build on it. Welcome to Albany. Gonna need this right turn. And it's interesting, our last trip to Salem ended here. As you can see on the map, it made the little loop, and if we had gone straight there, it would have matched up with it. But now we're just continuing that run down south to the area of Eugene, which is not much further down the road. It says 72 miles. Won't take us long to get there. ATS and ETS2 didn't have articulated trailers for years. Yeah, that's definitely something that needed to be in there. I'm glad they were able to expand on the games, though. Because if it was just the base stuff... Whoa, okay, moving over. You would definitely kind of get tired of it. It'd be so repetitive. Take the same trailers, take the same trucks. But adding in different industries and different styles of trailers and such. Double trailers, triple trailers. Whole nother level to the game. Alright, well, we are in Eugene. Apparently we're going to the south side of Eugene to deliver this stuff. What did they want me to do? Our customers expect delivery very soon. I'm getting it there as soon as possible. I had to take a detour out to the coast. Yeah, and I mean, it's a great game, but if you do the same shape and style every time, and you only have so many towns, especially when it started out just being California and Nevada, I think it was, you would run out of things to do very quickly. Having extra states, extra trailers, extra trucks, it was necessary, and they did a good job with it, I think. Right. Hopefully I make it in time. Remains an hour and a half. Should make it, but it's definitely close. I don't feel like the game anticipated the road closure. That's true. So in the original scale, was it smaller? Did you have go less distance to cover more ground, or was it the other way around? I didn't get it right away. I I think when I bought it, Arizona was already out. Or it was just coming out. And Nevada... Yeah, I don't remember. Way smaller than just California and Nevada. Okay. Yeah, when I got it, I think there was 3 states. Right turn off the highway here. Still over an hour to go, so we are going to make it. Okay. Moving fast with 3 trailers. Now the real trick is, can I get it parked in an hour? Which sounds silly, but with my luck with long trailers. I'm actually kind of surprised I got the last one, because it was at such an angle that getting the truck and trailer completely straight, just about impossible. I'm definitely glad that the developers continue to improve. I do wish that there was less paid DLC and maybe more just updates to the game to fill that kind of stuff in, but I mean, I do understand the concept. They're trying to continue to make money off of it. Alright, that's our queue. Let's go, 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 go. We have 47 minutes. So we're supposed to get it there by, what, like 7:15 or something? Alright, well we are here. Got our refrigeration units here. Okay, stop a little bit short so I can see where I need to be. I've seen 8 out of 14 locations. See, now it's stuff like that. That doesn't really give you the appropriate amount of space to get straightened out. Let's try this here. We just pull straight in and hope the trailers straighten out on the way in. Because at this point, there's no way I'm going to be able to back out of it if it's wrong. There it is. On the first try. There we go, we just hit level 4. Made $7,000 and 636 XP. Not bad. It annoys you to no end that it's American Truck Sim, but you get 3 states. Yeah. I can't argue with you on that one. Let's go ahead and bump up Fragile Cargo. Open up some extra variety. Yeah, when it comes to that, that is very odd. I do like that they've expanded it a little bit. I mean, now instead of just California, Nevada, and Arizona, Oregon and Washington, I heard talk of Idaho's coming out soon. Oh, and Utah is available, and New Mexico. So they're gradually building, but it's going to get expensive if you want the entire country. Unless you're using mods and you get like 1 city per state. Alright, so that definitely helps us cover more ground with our extra little loop there. We just need like a Eugene to Bend, or the Dalles to Bend, maybe Pendleton to Ontario. I'd like to cover all of Oregon as kind of a local driver first, and then we can expand down. Now, if I do end up buying Washington, for whatever reason, yeah, I would probably branch off into Washington earlier than that, because these 2 states really work together. Alright, so we're at 31, almost 32,000. progress. It's growing pretty well. Enthusiast, we should hit that, I'd say, by our 9th load. 9 or 10, depending on how expensive we go, should get us up into that Enthusiast, which would be level 5. And here's my thought on it so far, with as far as buying a truck. I'm thinking I'm going to hold off, do these jobs until I reach level 10, which is when a lot of the customization becomes available. So if we hold off on that, just raise our money without paying loan interest, we should be able to save some money and have more money to upgrade at that point. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Oh, you can't click on them. You just can't click on the ones that you don't have, that you haven't been to. That makes sense. Wheel loader. Burns to Klamath Falls. Now that's a unique path, and it's the highest price per distance out of there. And it is high value. That's why we get a little bit of a bonus there. We'll go ahead and take that. That'll cover a good portion of the state that we haven't been to already. Just as an example, that's the style of truck that over the front cab design, it's not, I don't know, I've never really been a fan of those. Granted, I grew up in an area that doesn't have them, but they just have a style, a unique style, that I don't get a lot out of. Think you're gonna be playing European Truck Sim this weekend? Not much to do in Red Dead? I logged on long enough to get my daily challenge for yesterday. I know it updated here an hour and a half ago, but I'll probably get on late tomorrow, right before it changes. Seems like that's how I've been operating so far. Okay, so we haven't been to Bend yet, and we're going to basically loop all the way around it. But this gives us a good section of covering from Burns through Lakeview into Klamath. So that'll be a good run. Oh, that's what a wheel loader? Is that what it... I think that's what they called it. I'm not entirely sure how that counts as a wheel loader, except that it has wheels. Whatever. That's not my side of things. This truck is right here. Yeah, no kidding. No detours. We have enough fuel for about 360 miles or so. And I'm hoping for no detours. We've already been streaming for about 45 minutes. Okay, on the road. Okay, straighten it out. Take a look at our details. It's a 34,000 pound wheel loader. Get on the road. And fortunately, it's a daytime run, so we shouldn't have to worry about any driving through the dark. Cool pickup, yeah, cool pickup location. That was a really nice, unique spot for it. When you hear that statement and you have played Farming Sim 15 all the way up to 19. You know I said something. Well, that's not good. this is fitting. The southwest part of the state is pretty much empty. You can look at a map and it's just an empty, like there's nothing out there to even bother putting on a map. Weaving a little bit. It's a wheel loader because the bucket's in the front. Yeah, that logic doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me there, but wouldn't that make it a front loader? Maybe that's just me. Bring back a map here. We can just shave that corner and hope for no oncoming traffic. Wow, that bus is flying. Whoop. The rest stops there, but does not appear that we need it. Here's our left turn. Oh. Okay. Well, at least I wasn't completely wrong. Yeah, and I would think front loader would make more sense than a wheel loader. But it makes it sound like, to me, it sounds like this will put your wheels on. But it doesn't do that. Or it'll pick up tires and wheels and put them in the back of your truck kind of thing. But they all get the job done. I misread that. We are going to be driving overnight. Estimated arrival will be about 11:30, depending on what traffic, how well we can handle the hills. Which we shouldn't have too many hills in this part of the state. It's a pretty flat, deserty kind of area. It's like an extension of California. Northeast California. It's a state trooper following us. We're the only vehicles on the road here. Going this direction anyways. And this is a part of the map I couldn't tell you much about. I don't remember the last time I went to Southeast Oregon. It's just this. It is a pretty good chunk of desert. We were speeding in front of the car. That's probably not good. There we go. Even Eastern Oregon is pretty deserty. If you're going over, when we drive over to Idaho and stuff, it's a lot of flat plains and rolling hills kind of thing, but no real nice green areas like it is on the West Coast. Ah, there we go. If it's anything like real life, now I'll get a car every other corner. Just because I turned on high beams. Got about 140 miles left. Oops. Back in my lane. It'd be pretty cool if... Well, it seems to be working there, so... When I do buy a truck, I want to watch the odometer and see if it actually starts at 0, because that would be kind of cool to track your progress and see how far you've actually driven your truck. It seems unlikely that it would show it, but this one is adding to it as we go. I just couldn't do it with one of these driver for hire kind of jobs because I didn't start this truck out at 136,000 miles. Or actually, I did start at 136,000. If you buy a new one, it should be at 0 or pretty low. Whoa! Ooh, that was close. Okay, there we go. Made it through. The used truck market could be cool on this game. Yeah, it would be. I mean, you could get really in depth with that and say that, you know, the more miles they have, the less it costs. But then, the sooner you'll have to replace the engine or something like that. You could almost merge. Mechanic simulator, what is it? Car mechanic or mechanic simulator? Something like that where you're fixing parts and stuff, replacing them. I think that would be a really neat addition to the game. Maybe as an option, so people didn't feel like they were stuck with it. Okay, less than 100 miles to go, which is good because we have 270 miles left. I would say they could even, to add on to that idea of a used truck market, having players selling to other players. That said, with how we've seen people drive on Truckers MP, you're probably not going to have much left of that truck by the time they try to sell it. Allow players to hook the trainer by hand. To hook the trainer. Not entirely sure what that means. Okay. I feel like we could have continued on to the next turn, but this works. Oh, hook the trailer by hand. I got what you're saying. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of... If they wanted to make it... wanted the ability to be very realistic, they have... I mean, the sky's really the limit there. Wrapping around through the residential area. And some new residential. Yeah, I think the randomly generated list would be a more consistent and practical way of doing it. But I think the player-to-player thing could be an interesting twist. You could even add optional auctions and that kind of stuff. Then you have the general store concept of the used dealerships that are AI run, that are based on the actual value. It could be pretty good. And they could definitely add separate modes like simulation versus arcade kind of thing, to where different levels and like the highest simulation level would be super realistic versus arcade where you don't even have to worry about gas or something or damage. And then keep those servers separate so you don't have arcade drivers running around simulators. Of course, I have these ideas, but you also don't see me creating the game. So if someone who's a dev for the game is listening, first off, thanks for being here. But feel free to use any of our ideas. I'd love to see it. Alright, so the game thinks we're about an hour and a half out. Past another rest area. Oops. Looking at chat there a little bit. That will get you every time. Gas station coming up. We're still good there. Over 200 miles left in the tank. Oh no. Shemron. Yeah. Just a slight royalty check would be nice for each time they sell the game. And each time they sell a DLC. And, you know, I'd like to go ahead and get a... Actually, yep. The royalties, and I want to have each of the DLCs that they release just added to my Steam library. No charge. Because I know they'll make enough money to more than pay that off pretty quickly. If they were to add stuff that detailed, like what we're talking about. It's a never-ending turn. Yeah, I mean, just every DLC that comes out. Paint skins, states, and other types of trailers, whatever you happen to add, feel free to keep adding. We just want to see a piece of it. Like, all of it. This road, in the dark, these roads just feel like they continue to go on forever. We've actually got quite a few cars behind us. I hadn't noticed that. Fortunately, it's not like I'm holding them back. Hey, not a problem at all, Holden. Thank you so much again for being here. You were here for about an hour. And putting up with the phone, watching something on the phone for that long, it's impressive. So thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day, I think it is, or evening. And I'll see you again soon. We're just pulling into Klamath Falls here, so we'll be delivering our load here shortly. Whoa! Yeah, tacos on the left. Well, that brings us up to 10 out of 14 cities already. Not bad since we started yesterday. Granted, it's only 14 cities, so they definitely left a lot out of Oregon, but it's alright. Pulling in shortly after midnight. Just give everyone behind us a heads up that we're about to slow down. There we go. Okay, jumping curbs here. Let's take a look. So I think it was just around the corner there. So it's tough when they have a road right next to a driveway. Map never really shows it that clearly. Oh, here we go. This looks better. There we go, nice and wide. Now we'll see where they want this thing. Oh, so much quieter. Go ahead and turn that back on. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get it back in that corner there. So, thinking I'll pull in, wrap around, nose up against the fence line here. Back it in. Let's make it happen. Gotta keep in mind there's a lot of stuff in the map, so that may not be possible. Alright. I see how I'll do it. Okay. If we... Misjudge the pile of rubble. Let's make sure I can clear the top. We're good there. nice tight corner here. Oh, that's tucked in there really tight behind a box. It'll be interesting. There we go. We're getting close. Except I did not quite get that right. There we go. It's a weird angle, but I had a feeling that was going to work. Not bad though. Only had to pull it back forward once. Get it lined up. Go ahead and let that get disconnected. Skill rank 3 brought in almost another 1,000 there, so that's very beneficial. Alright, that brings it to 38,500. We look at the map, and that covers 6% of the entire map, but we've covered almost half of Oregon's roads, which is a good start for 3 hours worth of gameplay. Almost 3.5. So not bad. Well, Logic, I think you're the only other person in the chat at the moment, but thank you for being here, and thank you to Holden as well for jumping in. Always appreciate you guys hanging out with me here. And we'll try to get some more time in soon. Try to get us up to level 10, buy a truck, upgrade it, customize it, and really get our company going. Alright, thanks again guys. Have a great evening, and a great overnight, and I will see you soon.